bro.
It's a Knicks world.
Yo,
Let's go.
fire. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fire.
Captain Clutch,
Fire.
baby.
Round two.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Stop talking about.
Let's get it,
Pistons.
baby.
Gang, gang.
The
That's what I'm
captain,
talking about.
Captain Clutch.
You know what I'm
Captain
saying?
Clutch.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do
Let's
out
get
here.
it, baby.
That's what we
I'm all
do
right.
out
I'm good. I'm
here.
good. I'm good. I'm
Don't
good.
ever disrespect number 11, bro.
Never.
What we
Never.
Every
doing out here?
everybody
What
in
we
the
doing? Number 11,
313,
right there,
put
bro.
your
Right
motherfucking
there.
hands up and follow me.
Let's
Hey.
get it,
Talk
baby.
about.
Y'all
Let's
know what
freaking
it is.
go.
It's a Knicks world, and we gotta Woo! get to it. We gotta get to it. We got my boy Rels in the building. We got B in the building. And Champ,
Let's
you
get
know
it,
what it
baby.
is. We ain't gonna waste no time because you know what it is. Big Dub! Big Dub!
Big dubs.
Big Dub!
We get that W, baby. Let's
Big
go.
Dub!
You know what I'm saying?
Advance to
What the
round
who do?
2. We
I know they was
advancing to
ready for
round
so
2.
many different narratives instead, but here we are. Here we are.
Let's
Here
get
we
Light
it,
are.
work.
man.
Oh, man.
Let's get
We
into it.
advancing
We
to round
put their
All right,
2.
let's
asses
get
to
off this
sleep.
high. Let's get off this high because
I'm not getting
Jalen.
off of it until the next
Yeah.
game.
I'm not gonna lie. This high, you know, it lasted.
Feel like the 80s.
Actually, I'm gonna go to y'all first because I can't give off what I got going just yet. I still want the spiciness. I want people to talk spicy. Rels, I want you to start me off. Talk spicy, bro. Talk spicy to these boys.
Yo,
Talk
shout
spicy.
out to everybody in here. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Shout out to Knicks Twitter. Shout out to everybody who was at the watch party. Fuck the Detroit Pistons. You guys were talking real spicy. We had that guy that was on Twitter with his Walmart headphones talk about where the Knicks fans at. How dare you? How dare you? Malik Beasley talking about great defender but great shooter. Where, brother? Where? You didn't do nothing. The ball was just off your hands. You know, you must have grease on your hands or something like that. Yo, you guys suck. You have no room to talk to us. At the end of the day, it was Captain Clutch. Captain Clutch. Jalen Brunson. You see how he hit that Thompson twin between the legs,
Gotcha.
crossover 3, and we can hear the beautiful Mike Breen
On
say,
their best defender.
bang! Bang! That's what you heard. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be a meme. The first meme, the crossover. The second meme, bang! Bang! Matter of fact, guys, I'm going to make that my alarm clock. Bang! To wake my ass up when I go to work in the morning.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo,
Bang, bang.
shout out to the Knicks, man. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. You had your moment. You did the pick. Brunson went around the pick. You didn't stay. You didn't live at the 3-point line like most folks would have done. You followed your point guard. He missed that good shot. You tipped it and you saved the game. Then Brunson came down, got the ball in his hands. Mamba-like mentality. Because he wears shout out to RIP to Kobe Bryant. He wears his kicks all the time. Hit that man with the ooh-wee. Messed up his ankle. Matter of fact, we're going to send the first kick kit to them ankles. Hit him with the ankles and made that shot. That's the shot of the decade. I'm going to pass the ball to y'all. Jalen Brunson remind me of Mariano Rivera. That's what I recommend.
The closer.
The closer. Number 45.
You
Y'all know something about that. Just, a couple.
Closer.
Names.
And talk spicy to me, man. Give me the spicy meatball. Give me the spiciest, bro. Give me the spicy.
He was like in Mortal Kombat when he took them ankles. Your soul is mine.
Finish it.
Took his freaking ankles. He said, "You reach, I'ma teach, young man."
Hello.
He cooked him. And this goes out to anybody who thinks that Jalen Brunson should not ball hog, should not take a shot. When the ball's in his hands, shut up and get out the way.
There you go.
Get out the way. Carl
Ooh.
Anthony Towns did not live up to the hype. He got a wide open look from the captain in the fourth quarter. He didn't even want to shoot the ball. He passed it, and it was a turnover because OG thought he was shooting the ball. However, this is not to knock anybody, right? Put some respect on the captain's name. And RIP Kobe Bryant, but I'm treating Jalen Brunson, number 11 right there that you see on my wall, like he's Kobe of the Lakers, like he's LeBron of the Cavs or the Heat or the Lakers, however you want to, or Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors.
Talk
He
to
is
me.
of that caliber. This man is the clutchest player of the year, and it's not for nothing. In all the group chats that I'm in with a lot of younger people than me, the trade machines that you constantly would put Jalen in, the nonsense that you would talk about Brunson,
Mm.
calling him all these names, got you, heard you. But this is the moment in time where all that is dead. I will
Mm.
personally seek you out if I see any Jalen Brunson slander and you are apparently a Knicks fan on the timeline. I'm going to pull your Knicks card and I'm going to ask you some questions. So, this man not only took his ankles, but he took the whole entire soul of the Little Caesars Palace.
The palace.
You can't even eat at Little Caesars anymore. If you want to go eat at Little Caesars, you got to go ask Jalen Brunson if you for permission. That's what you got to do. Don't ever, ever, ever disrespect Jalen Brunson ever again. This goes for anybody. This man is clutch. Don't ever tell me that a 6'1" point guard can't lead a team and do this and do that. Shut your
Yeah.
mouth because you don't know ball. You don't know ball. And you know exactly who I'm talking to. For those non-believers out there, I saw people even tweeting after the game. They tried to tweet Jalen Brunson's stat line as if that was anything. Where was Cat? Oh, he fouled out. He wasn't. At the end of the day, respect this man. This man got us to the next round. Oh, it's just a second round. At the end of the day, he bailed out the whole entire team. And shout out to Mikhail. You're worth those 5 picks. You earned those 5 picks.
Yeah, did I get it from you? Yeah.
You earned those 5 picks in the most important game as a Knick. You cemented yourself. And shout out to you, Mikhail. The layup line. If we got to do that every halftime, do it.
Ooh-wee.
Mikhail Bridges, the layup line king. Alrighty, bro. We heard you. And shout out to you for dunking on Kate Cunningham. Put some respect on the captain's name. I passed the ball to my man Champ over there.
He passes the ball, and bang, bang, Mike Breen with the clutch announcement to Champ.
I don't know what happened to my man Stan. However,
I don't know what happened to Stan either.
Yo,
It got too spicy in
I
that
didn't even
kitchen.
get a chance to smoke. I'm
got
high
too
off this
spicy in
victory.
that kitchen.
I think I just smoked this man Stan out of the chat room. I don't know, but to keep
Talk
it
to me,
going
Breezy.
up
Yo,
until
Anthony.
yo,
Talk to us what you're gonna say in that group chat. Somebody be disrespectful. I gotta hear one more time.
I'm coming for you, bro. I'm pulling up on you in a
Now you
DM.
know what I want to hear real quick
I'm
one more
pulling
time,
up.
man. After
I'm pulling
Jalen
up.
Brunson, who you said shout out to? You know, I gotta hear one more time. Who shout out to who?
Shout out to.
It was
I'm sorry, I
Jalen,
didn't hear
then
your
who?
question.
It was Jalen, then who? Shout out to Jalen, then who?
Oh, Mikal Bridges.
Yo, Bridges.
Mikal
Nah, I
Bridges.
always
Yeah.
chop, and me and Ed always chop it up about that.
Yes. So listen, man, he's earned the 7 picks, and
Yes.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Jalen because it's sad that a fan base that hasn't had a superstar since Carmelo Anthony
Mhm.
up to this point, and he hasn't. You know, he breathed life back into this organization,
Yes.
and so
Yeah.
for him to do that, and then like people were questioning him, and people that host spaces, people that always talk ball, like, and I find it crazy. So I had to let people know, like, you have to respect this man. He's earned the right to say shut up and get out of my way.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Listen, he's the closest thing to Allen Iverson. He's the closest thing to Allen.
Yeah.
He's Allen Iverson. Iverson is my favorite player of all time. He's the reason that I got into basketball.
Mine too.
Right?
Mine's too.
Mine too.
And not only because of how he played ball, but because of his style, right? He broke the mold of how people dress and all that stuff. So he's an icon for me, you know. And
Definitely one of
people
your
would say the
favorite
same thing:
players.
height doesn't matter. height and he's short and that man was unguardable, bro. But the most important thing for me is that this man shut all the haters up in an icon. This is iconic. This is a moment in history where you take a picture that the whole world in the social media era was able to see, and now you cannot say a thing about it. You need to be quiet and respect the captain. If he says I want the ball, okay, have the ball. I'm not gonna say
Fact.
nothing. That's it.
Yeah, I
Yo,
think
We'll just
you guys got a
when he
chant?
tonight.
says pass it to champ, we'll just cut all of that and then we'll have champ
Yeah.
give his take on talk
You
space.
got a chant?
Go ahead, champ.
So for me, this game was we started out great. They started fighting back. We can't use that as a knock to the team because Detroit obviously was sixth place for a reason. So we can't really knock them for them trying to get back in it. Officiating was a lot of help. I don't care what nobody say. I'm definitely going to say it. Officiating was a help a lot for
Talk
them.
spicy. Talk
We
spicy.
were getting knocked around on the floor, mopped up, and when we tried to play our defense, it was a whistle every time.
Yo.
OG played stellar defensive performance again. Hit a couple of threes early on in the game. Anthony Towns offensively not much, but everywhere else he was doing something. He was active.
Mm.
It's you need more, but I could give him that if we're gonna have a game like this because if he have to give up something, but you get something out of Mikel OG, then why not? You know what I'm saying? This is still a 40-point Brunson game. You know what I'm saying? This is still Mikel giving you damn near 30. OG giving you like 20. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna knock Cat for that, even though he does have to pick it up as the second best player. Overall, that ice in his veins clutch moment that Jalen Brunson hit was so poetic. I mean, the guy was being guarded by Assault Thomas, who's one of the best defensive players in the league, and he all game up until that last play where Jalen really cracked him and hit a pull up three. Then it came back. Then it came back. Now we got to defend. It was like 4.3 seconds left. Malik Beasley, who was a thorn in our side all series, but let alone this game, where he was the only strong high hand from the 3 point line, literally was wide open. Cade gave him the ball, but he fumbled it and went out of bounds. And it was like zero point 0.4 seconds left.
Yo.
So we get the ball, and it was game over.
Yeah.
So it's like a story, like a wonderful story. A lot of things was going to go wrong, but at the very end, it really went right.
At the perfect time, yeah.
Um, and it was amazing. I'm not going to be long winded. I'm just saying Jalen Brunson is that guy.
Him. Jalen himself.
That guy. B is on you.
Come on, y'all can't talk spicy without sporty. Let's talk about it because at this point, like you said, it was a beautiful ending and it came together at the right time. Which I'm gonna say it. I want Boston. It made me want Boston. This series gave us the preparation that we wanted. We needed. Um, I really was excited to. I really was excited to see how we came along, and a lot of the games were close. A lot of the times in the series, I felt I never watched the game worry. We have Jalen Brunson. Let's talk that. We have Jalen Brunson, and there was a lot of times. And let's talk about it. And let's talk about these people in these chats and these timelines. You talk about heart. How can we say a team doesn't have heart when our fan base doesn't have heart? We're down by a couple points. Yeah, sometimes it sucks watching these games and seeing some of these quarters where we have these leads and they're blown. But when you're down a couple points and you have a whole half left, you don't check out on your team. You don't check out on your team. You stick with them and you keep riding, especially when you look on that sideline and you see Jalen alive and healthy and breathing. I don't understand how you ever check on a team that has a healthy Jalen Brunson. So coming into this game, I wasn't worried about it. It just sucked to see some of the times that there was a couple mistakes that we didn't finish out quarters. We got to finish out quarters. We start off hot, then we give teams momentum. And I don't really like to give any team momentum, especially a team that we're facing next series. We
Yeah.
can't give teams momentum. We have to feed off of our momentum because we have one of the best home court advantages. We have one of the best players in the league, and we have to feed off them because when Jalen Brunson has that ball in his hand and he tells you to move out the way, you move out the way. And
Right.
criticism is okay. There are times where I feel he should ease off the three and move the ball more. But I shut the hell up when it goes in. I will shut up every time when it goes in. I would never ever pull out a trade machine for Jalen Brunson. There's no one that matches him right now.
That's
He is
wild.
LeBron James. He is Michael Jordan, and I don't know at any point in their career where you pulled out a trade machine for any one of them. There, and even now, you don't pull out a trade machine for
They
LeBron
must
James.
have no ball.
Yeah, you don't understand it. So I think it came together at the right time. I saw heart those last 20 seconds of that game. I saw heart. I saw a team that said, you know what? Not again. This is it, and we're gonna take this moment. And next series is a moment for us, and we got to take it. We have to take it from the start to the finish of that series. And I'm ready. I'm ready. And when I'm ready, I'm ready. Let's bring it on. That was one of the best performances. That's another thing I'm gonna say. That was one of the best performances I've ever seen a player play in my entire life. Jalen Brunson, I'm gonna put that in one of my books. Live, I've
Ooh.
never watched somebody. That was a beautiful game. So I don't know what stat line you're talking about. He had two turnovers, 40 points, and there was a point where he was unstoppable. If he went to that corner in that little side pocket, that it was going in. It didn't matter who you put in front of him.
Yeah, in that
And
fourth
he hit all his free throws, maybe one or two he missed, but he hit his free throws. He made up for the last game
in
too.
that fourth quarter he struggles, but the great thing about the great players is that they always still find a way and they have short term memory, right?
Talk about it.
Yes.
And it's that
He wasn't
like you
right.
said, I think it was you, Rels, that Mamba mentality that he has, right?
That mama
And
mentality.
there's I didn't even talk about the game. I just talked about Captain Clutch. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But shout out to Mikhail. Obviously, I gotta give him his flowers. OG,
Sorry, honey, I can't smoke on this.
gotta give him his
Mhm.
flowers as well. But one concern that I do have going forward is Deuce McBride, and I think that he was a momentum killer in that fourth quarter.
He needs to sit down.
There was about we gave up 6 points, and man, I don't know what has happened to him. He's disappeared, and I feel more comfortable with Cam Payne and Landry Shamet, and even Precious Achua. Like I just feel like when he looked so panicky out there, like even when he had the ball, the passes he's making, he's dribbling himself, turning the ball over. I was at a loss for words for what I saw from him. It was disappointing, but the captain bailed us out, and like you said, that tip in at the end was crucial from Mikael.
Hey,
He
yo.
followed it, and that's what is so important. That even if you're having a bad game, you can still be active in other areas, and that's what I like to see, right?
Mhm.
Because it's easy to stand around and do nothing, right? Oh, I'm just here. I'm just no, but there's other ways you can be effective in the game. And credit to Josh Hart, he had 5 fouls, so he had to sit a little bit in the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
Um, but when he came in, he still pushed. He made the effort. You know what I'm saying? He was pushing, to get loose balls and all that. So credit to him. You know what I'm saying? To try to be smart with the plays he was trying to make. Um, Overall, I felt that at one point in the fourth quarter, nobody wanted the ball, and it disappointed me because it's like we literally put you guys together so that Jalen Brunson doesn't have to do this all by himself,
Mhm.
right? And Jalen said, "Okay, nobody wants to do it. I'm made for these moments. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. Ice
Mhm.
is in my veins." And this is what I'm talking about. All season long, people would say he doesn't pass the ball. First of all, Jalen was a magician tonight on the court. He was a magician. The passes he was making, you
Seven
know,
assists.
yeah, the passes he was making, he's driving it, doubling him. He got one to
Averaged a
Hart down
career high
there,
in
you
assists.
know. And if some of these guys make some shots, those assist numbers are gonna go up.
Mhm.
But that man is not afraid of the moment, and I'm
Can we
so
discuss how clutch it was for Cat to get fouled out to put Mitch into the game at the last couple seconds? So when Cade went up for that last shot, Mitch was there to contest it, and
listen, listen. Thank God we got Mitch. I think that he should play definitely more.
I agree.
Again, I think Carl Anthony Towns. I mean, this is why I think we had
do you
another
feel he'll
segment.
be more
This
comfortable
is
at the
why.
four?
This is why he gets the rep that he gets is because in these moments, listen, when Jalen gave him, he got the double, right? Jalen got the double, or Cat set a screen. They both went to Jalen. Jalen threw the ball at the top of the key where that's Cat's hot spot. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where you're gonna get going. Rip that three. Let's get the ball rolling in this fourth quarter. He didn't even look at the coop. He looked to pass it right away, and OG thought he was gonna shoot it. and he threw it out of bounds. And I'm like, in that moment, that told me that, hey, I don't really want no parts of this, you know? And I was so disappointed in Cat because it's like this is the moment where you can literally like break all the narratives, right? And you know, I was excited that he got that steal from Jalen Duran, and he went up and he got fouled. He made the first one, but he clanked that second one. You could just tell you know, it was, you know, it's a big moment, right? And you know, he just got to go to Jalen Brunson school. That's all he has to do. He'll learn. You know what I'm saying? He'll teach him how to be clutch. You know. But I listen. I'm so thankful for our captain, and I'm gonna pass it to you, my man Stan.
Yeah, man. I apologize. Obviously, had some little technical difficulties. I'm in a different location, but I do got the Knicks room in the background right here, as you can
Yeah.
see, representing,
Who
and
was
a
the next
big,
one?
big, big, big dub. And listen, I'm hyped because the Knicks won a playoff game and we're advancing to the second round. However,
Stan,
Uh,
with your takes, you was right about Knicks and six. What now, Stan? What now?
nah,
however,
I don't like this energy.
however, yeah. First off, yeah, I guess
I don't
let
like
me
his little.
We gotta
I
dive
give
that
don't.
a
we gotta
little
give
bit.
Stan. We
Say
gotta give
that for
our
the
man
next
I don't.
Sean,
show.
Stan
You
Sutton.
know,
Stan cool. We
a
give
I
little
don't
bit
like.
Yeah,
I
save
don't.
shit for the next show.
energy.
We ain't
you
having
know.
that today.
Yeah, I don't like this funky energy, bro.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
let these
well,
fellas get wild up. We want to
All
hear
right,
When
you talk
Stan
listen.
throws
I'm
it,
spicy.
a blood.
I
Yo,
don't
Talk
I
know. I
came
don't
in
spicy.
here with
hold
know.
up,
splendid energy.
Talk
hold
Hold
up.
on.
I got
spicy.
I
to pull
came
up
in
to
here
your
with splendid
DMs.
energy. Splendid.
This is my first victim right here.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is what happened. This series, none of y'all can tell me, not one of you that are watching this video are going to tell me you felt comfortable, you want to put your feet up, you like bro, we were like, I'm not trying to disrespect the Pistons. Actually, shout out to the Detroit Pistons. For real. For real. Shout out to y'all because y'all gave
They
us
get one
a
of these.
fight. Hold on. Y'all gave us a fight. It was tough.
Mhm.
Each game was tough. This game was tough.
Mhm.
Nobody thought we were going to win this game. We're all sitting here in celebration, right? Because the man who puts on the cape, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson, the MVP of our team. If it wasn't for him, we just talked about how he ain't got no help. Mikal was his help. And Mikal, like shout out to Mikal right now. I'm not ever gonna poo-poo on him right now because he has been the number 2 option for Brunson in the past 2 games. Along with OG. Shout out to OG. Cat. I know I'm not supposed to talk about Randall. I know I'm not supposed to talk about Julius fucking Randall. I know I'm not supposed
Nope.
to curse.
Because
I know I'm not supposed to
he ain't do that
curse.
on the Knicks. Don't go there.
Yep.
Go
Listen,
ahead.
He
you
did
you
not.
trying to tell me. So basically what you trying to tell me, right? Because yeah, Cat has some really nice games. And I'm not trying to poo-poo on Cat. I
I'm
don't,
about to
like
say.
nobody wants to hear this right now. But
Yeah. The hell you doing?
He
we're
had 15
probably
rebounds today,
23.
though.
Like I
Let's give
probably
him a
should have
little bit
gave
of
you
flowers. He
this.
did have 15
I
rebounds
probably
today.
should have gave you this 20 minutes into the show. I don't think this is gonna be a long show though. I think we're gonna wrap it up
Same
fairly
way we wrap
shortly.
Detroit up. Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to you now. That if we think that we can play the way we just played that last series in the next series, oh, pack it on the hell up. We going up out of here. We gonna be in Cancun with Detroit.
Don't listen to Steve.
We gotta play more than 5. Tibbs. Tibbs. Shout out to State. Shout out to State for, going out there and putting on his cape for Thomas Thibodeau. And honestly, I'm a big Tips fan. Honestly. Never really had nothing bad to say about him. But this game, who won this game for us, y'all?
The captain.
Bro, I don't want to be negative. I know I just was super negative, but I'm giving everybody which I probably felt during this game prior to the win. So, yes, I'm very happy. If you watch the beginning of this episode, I'm very happy that we won. Happy. Very happy. However, if we think we could play this way against the Boston Celtics, wrap it up. Just pack it. Grab your bag. Just pack it up. We're up out of here. Let's go to Cancun. Let's grab the drinks. Just grab whatever spice
I would say in the
you
Knicks
like.
defense, we do play to our competition. So to me, my
I agree with you.
hypothesis is I feel like we went into the series thinking it should have been easy done, easy goes. I don't think we've ever went into a Boston series believing or thinking that. So again, I shout out to Detroit for the preparation. I think we are. It's a toxic relationship I have with the New York Knicks, but there's always a reason why you stay. And I stay because of, yes, Jalen Brunson. And I stay because there's something that I believe. There's something there that just makes me believe. And there's something that I believe that we're not going to go into the series thinking that this is a walk in the park. We did, unfortunately, I saw it. You saw it in many of the games. Only the first game we won by 12. Every other game was close. It was close. So it was either a free throw or a 3-pointer here or there that
It was always
determined the
single
game.
digits in the end against
Yeah.
Detroit.
So I don't believe that we go into Boston believing that it's the closest a doozy. So I'm actually excited because, like I said earlier in the take, the way we ended that game is how I believe we can play this next series.
Mind you, Stan, I got a question for you. Who's the healthier team, Boston or the Knicks?
Healthy team.
Who's the healthier team?
Who's the healthier team?
Right now, yeah.
Right now, the Knicks are.
Okay, so are we better than Orlando?
We're certainly better than Orlando.
Okay, so do you think that we can take a game off of Boston? Orlando did it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I like my chances versus Boston, and I didn't listen. This is why I did not want to talk about anything Boston, right? Because I focus on the team that's in front of us, right?
I'm with
I
Me and
like my
Champ
wings
think the
spicy,
same
and so
on
it's
this.
cool.
Me and Champ think the same on this, right? But now that we got
Me too.
Boston, yo, Champ, remind me real quick. What did our friend Adam say? What did he say in the East? Who did he think was the
Adam
biggest threat?
says he fears the Knicks for the Boston Celtics team. He said the Knicks are the one team like Boston to have that 1 through 5 that can spread the floor, and that's what they deal. That's what they have issues with.
Correct.
And what was the biggest reason why he said?
He said, "I'll tell you this. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell
Mm-hmm.
Robinson." He said, "If
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson could come together, right, and if he can go ahead and get right and save the defense, which he has since he's come back, he
Stay
said
consistent.
that we can be an issue, a real problem for him and his Boston Celtics." Now, this is before Jalen Brown was hurt.
Yeah.
This is before Jason Tatum hurt his
Drew
wrist.
Holiday is her as
Yeah.
well.
Drew Holiday has, I think, a
Yeah,
calf
it's hurt.
or a
Yeah.
hamstring, right?
Carl, I think KP is too.
KP, he got hit in the forehead or whatever, but he's got a long injury
Yes.
history, right? Now, there's also, we're gonna talk about this in a different show, but there's no Jalen Durant on that team. So, Cat, this is your series, right? We obviously need the wings. The wings got to show up, but we saw what I like from Mikal Bridges today is what he says. Champ, you put it in the chat, right? What Mikal said right after the game?
Yeah.
He said,
Can you play that?
Yeah,
Are you
repeat
gonna
that
play
for
that?
us, please.
let me see if
My
I
name,
can. Hold
Bros. You can play
You want me?
it.
You want me to play it?
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull
I
it
can
up on my
play.
computer.
I have it right here.
Yeah,
Oh, you have it?
probably
Play it, bro.
Yep.
loaded. I should have
I'm playing it right now.
had it loaded up.
Oh, my bad.
Joining us. Let's go. The first question is down 7, 2.5 to go. The timeout called. What was discussed in the huddle? What were you guys like in the huddle?
We built for this shit. That's all it is. We built
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But we built for it. That's all it was. Stay with it.
stay positive and just stay fighting. We built for it. That's all. That's all I know. That's all. Mikal, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Let's go. The first question is.
Yo, real
The
quick,
way
can I
he
say
ended
something real
that
quick?
game is how is made me
Go ahead,
believe
Ralph.
he's
Yo,
ready
can I
for
just say something?
Boston.
I just want to say something real quick because it was something that Stan said, right? Okay, all right, all right. Here we go. Now, I do agree with you to a certain degree. Whereas, yeah, I think half of us, if we're gonna be honest, like, oh, here we go.
Mhm.
But once, like I said before, that play when Mikel did that pick and followed Brunson and was able to tip it, I said, okay, tied it up. Woo! Then when Brunson got that ball, shot that three,
That
he
was
made it for
beautiful.
the mistakes for the past couple of plays. But you was about to start off with something, and I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just have to because I feel like it was no need to bring up this gentleman, which is Julius Randle. If
You're
you look
right.
at Julius,
Right.
I just want to say this part,
You're
and I
right.
pass the ball to you guys
I
because
apologize.
because I'm the numbers guy. Julius Randle was dog shit
Talk
in the
about it.
playoffs
Talk about it,
in
Rev.
the
Come on.
playoffs with the New York Knicks. Okay, now we could get mad and say Cat had the 10 points, 15 rebounds, 2 steals. Okay, that's fine. He had 17, 11, 27, 9, 31 and 8, 10, 6. That was a bad game. 23 and 11, right? And 5 and 4. Let's not forget that he just won us a game,
Mhm.
okay, and kept us in
Factory.
another one.
Factory.
Then was blunders at the end, okay.
Mhm.
So it's always easy for us to say what ifs, he should have, but at the end of the day, his numbers versus Randall's numbers in the next playoff is by far night and day. Okay, I trust now. Yes, Julius Randle in a different team, different format with an alpha dog who's not allowing no one to play less than, which is Ant Man. Yes, he has no choice but to because he can't do what he did as a New York Knick. But I don't care about regular season. As a New York Knick, my man went in the back like Homer Simpson. Okay, each
Mhm.
time, and we all cried about it. You included. So I've been on your shows and
Right.
everybody else.
He also
Okay,
wasn't
so
available.
we are not about to beat up on Cat and talk
Thank you.
about some Julius Randle because what he's doing, God bless him. God bless him what he's doing in this playoff series because he has not been seen doing what he did this season in the past 4 years. Okay, so you owe Cat an apology. He had it not his game, but you know what? Why I always tell you guys, family, if you're not gonna play up to your potential, do something else for me. He gave me 15 rebounds. I'm
Right.
sorry, Mikal Bridges had 27 points. OG had 22 points. We need to talk about dudes wasting 17 minutes. But we're gonna say that for another show.
Right.
Okay? But all I'm saying is we can't use Randall stats in this series. He not in
Incomparable
it.
too. Yeah.
He ain't in
Sir,
it.
Browse, thank you. Thank you for frying me. Thank you for making me accountable because that was wild. That was crazy.
So I'm
I was
saying.
caught up in my
Don't make me
emotions.
do that again. I'm usually a pessimist with you.
Listen, I was caught up in my emotions. You know what I'm
It's
saying? Like,
okay.
He messed up
honestly,
my
Well,
parlay
no, it's
too,
okay
Stan.
because when you look at it after and then you check the box score and you see 10, it is a little crazy. So it gives you. I understand. We understand. We understand.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm actually mad about? And I'll say this quickly before we move on. I started this show, right? Like, not this particular show, but Nick's World in this pessimistic, like, not. Yeah, y'all gotta remember me from Spaces. Y'all on YouTube, y'all know me from Spaces. I'm like think positive and a company guy to most people. This particular season,
That's true.
the highs were the highest. We like nothing was like, oh, bro, we supposed to beat these guys and dude, what did we talk about earlier?
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
beat them in 5, right?
You know what's so crazy though, Stan?
If we
I'm gonna
beat them
piggyback
in
on
6,
Rels for a
what are
second,
we
because you
saying?
know but you know what kills me is we came into this season, everybody doubting the team. In the middle of the season, doubting the team. In the middle of the season, you guys talking about trades. We should make the bench needs this. We still need that. We still need this. And then when we get to the end of the season, you're still. It was never a shocker from the start. It was always from the. It was always like, what is going to happen? Because we just did this for that, and we don't know what's going to happen. It was always a big question mark from the beginning. It's when you put a label or you put an expectation onto something, and when people don't meet it or it goes a different way, y'all start to believe that it's not possible anymore. Because we didn't end number one, and it didn't end the way you wanted it to go, we think it's over. We just beat the Detroit Pistons, and because we didn't sweep them or mop them and blow them out in all these games, we think we have no chance against Boston. That is BS. That is BS. That's BS to me, because from day one, it was our bench was a problem. From day one, when we entered the season, and I looked on that roster and I saw a campaign and Precious Atua was our options, I knew, Houston, we got a problem. Mid-season, they proved to us though that if you put them out there, Precious showed that, you know what, I probably can do something. So did campaign. He even showed it this game. These are NBA players, and I'm not going to keep essing on them because they don't have the names that blockbusters that open up and sell tickets. Landry Shamet has
Ooh,
experience. Campaign has experience. Precious Atua has experience. Mitch Robinson has experience. Jalen Brunson is a top 10, top 5, top 3 NBA player in this postseason right now. Number one, don't add him because I don't know who's
ooh.
first if it ain't Jalen Brunson. This team has it. It's possible. It's the heart, and we got to find it at some point. And I think we found it at the end of that last game. Let's go. I want Boston. I want them. I want them. Come on, let's keep talking.
Talk your shit, sis.
Damn.
Talk your shit, sis.
What's
I'm
funny
about to have you talk to a
All
bill
season,
collector for
where's
me.
Mikel's three? Where's the bench? Where's the second option? All season, I
Yo.
heard this. Why are we still singing the same tune? All season, we were wondering where's the second
Yeah,
option. All season, where's the bench?
yeah,
All season, and who's
yeah,
here? We here. We here now. We just
yeah,
beat Detroit. Who cares where it's at?
yeah.
Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go,
B.
baby.
Let's go.
Let's
B.
go. We
You gonna
can't
be
keep
talking to
singing the
my bill
same old
collector
dance,
for
and we
me.
ain't firing Tibbs. Tibbs is here right now. In Tibbs, I trust. In Tibbs, I trust.
Hey, Tibbs, we
I don't
trust.
Hey
I
B,
don't
I
know
got
about
B
trusting
B
Tibbs.
B
That's
B. I got a
hilarious.
question. Do you drink or do you eat caffeine?
Yo,
These
that motor
Knicks,
is crazy.
man.
Yo, he in the gym, bro. Don't you know the gym is caffeine?
It is. It's that protein. It's that protein shake that I take every morning.
Plus, you gotta take. Plus, you gotta take the like the energy drink before you go to the gym. You know,
And it's
we
y'all.
know.
I gotta keep up with four boys. It's hard dealing with four boys,
Look, B,
guys.
B, my wife in the same mode right now. She in that same. She's. It gotta be tight. It gotta be tight. But listen, man. What else we got on the docket? Knicks broke the Pistons off. The next stop is Boston. Wingstop delivered. Usually you got to go to Wingstop and pick up. This time, Uber Eats came over, they picked up, they delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So aside from all of this, I think we're gonna wrap up this. What's your final takes? What's your, you know, give me what y'all got going into the next to the next series, because we got Boston up next. We already talked, a little bit about it. Especially Champ, and
Yep.
you got a little bit more familiarity with the fan base over there, having Adam Taylor on from the Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all for having that episode, and I think he said he would come on in future episodes. So might see him on the next episode actually.
You just
Um,
might.
yeah, just might see him on the next episode. But Champ, talk to me.
Yo. Um.
Next
uh,
series,
Next
you know,
series, I'm expecting a
what you
dog
want to
fight.
see? What you want to see?
I want to see a dog fight. Um, I want to see the same adversity we had to try to go through against this team. Detroit. I want to see. the animosity. I want to see that fight, that hunger that come out of my team, because that's what it does. It feeds off, and I want to see them get like that. This is what the players is about. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it get like that. So that's really it for me.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And talk to me, man. What you want to see out this next series? Um,
Versus
yeah.
Boston, I mean, I think that, well, first, I wanted the Pistons in the first round because I
Mhm.
knew that they were a good test
Mhm.
for
Yes.
us, right?
Sure, for sure.
Um, it was like, in any process of anything that you're going to do, you have to go through the fire, and there's no way around it. Um,
Mhm.
and I knew that if win or lose, it's going to tell us one or two things. It's going to tell us who's really about the long term future of this team,
Mm-hmm.
and if we're battle tested, if we're ready. And to hear someone that's been struggling that much say the words that he said to Mikal Bridges, that's encouraging because it tells me that there's life where you thought that there was death.
Mhm.
And I really believe that we are the healthier team. And I believe in growing pains. And I believe that despite the coach has some work to do. But in order to beat this team, we're going to have to rely and trust on each other. But also, we're going to have to step outside our comfort zone. So I'm looking like champ. It's got to be a gritty battle. I think we're the healthier team. Um, and I think that us as a fan base, we need to rally against the enemy and not against each other.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go up against Boston. Um, we saw what Orlando did, and they have a depleted team as well. A lot of
Yeah.
injuries to their team, and they
Mhm.
took one game, but they were battling.
They were
So
battling, yeah, yeah.
I'm loving our chances, and I'm riding with the team regardless of what happens.
Amen.
Yeah, man. I think that's a great take. I think that's you. Like you had amazing. Like I think all we want to know right now is what's your season, your series prediction.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna go 7 games.
Mm,
I think this is a 7 game
dang.
series, and I like my money. I'm not a betting person, but I'm always gonna. I'll take the Knicks. Um, I think we're the more clutch team. Now, don't get it twisted; these guys are champions, but last year they didn't have the injuries that they have this year.
Yeah.
We're used to being beat up like that. We're
They
used
also had a
to
cakewalk to the finals, but
yeah, they did have a cakewalk spot, but credit to them, they still had to beat Luca and Kyrie Irving. So they did execute on the biggest stage. So they know what pressure is, but what they don't know is they lost their fourth option last year in Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, but you still had Drew Holiday, still had Derek White, still had Jason Tatum, you still had your main guys there, so it wasn't that big of a
So
deal. So I think that they're they're going through it right now. And I think the way you beat Boston is you make sure that they don't kill you with the threes. And if you could turn it into a hero ball dynamic, you have a shot to beat them every night.
Rose.
Yeah, man. Pretty much, I like what everybody has to say. Um, I got the Knicks in five. Nah, I ain't got the Knicks in seven games.
Oh, shoot.
Shut
Yo, I literally dropped my jaw.
Yo, I was like,
I literally dropped my jaw. I said,
Could you
"Yo,
imagine
you
though?
made
Yo,
me
No,
jump
you
out
I
my
saw
need
Ant's
seat.
everybody's
face.
reaction when
pause,
he said the
Yo,
Knicks.
did
Yo,
you see
pause."
Ant's face? He
I'm
like,
riding with Rose. I don't care.
yo, I
I
was
ride
like
with mine.
this.
Alexa, play Stay Scheming. I ride with mine.
yo, did
Could
you
you
see
imagine that?
Ant's face? Ant's
Man.
face,
Holy
yo.
cow.
You gotta record Ant's face. That you gotta put this
Yo.
clip.
All right, be for
Yo,
real with us now.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
for
no, put this in clip
I
though, because
keep
Ant's
that
face
though
is epic.
because that was classic.
Nah, I got. Listen, man. Listen,
That's
I
his
know
take.
that.
That's his take.
Yo,
Stand
I
by
got.
it, Russ. But
Listen,
stand
nah,
by this when
seriously,
it
seriously.
happened.
Nah, seriously. I got the New York Knicks in seven. It's gonna be a tough series. To Ant's point, these guys are not healthy. I think we need to take advantage of that. I think I'm gonna put blind faith in Thomas Thibodeau, playing more guys because in this series, they bench is elite. No, I know it's Boston. We don't like them. I'm
That's
an
a
NBA.
fact.
I watch the NBA. They bench is elite. So what we have to do is, hey, get the guys involved. You know, get the Shamit, get the Delon Wright, get. I want to see some PG Tucker, a minute here and a minute there to get some gritty. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the bench. I want to see Thomas Thibodeau to be more creative within the whole team. I believe in his team. The team's got to play right. To Stan's point earlier, we play with our food sometimes, and we don't play smart. We gotta play smart against the Boston Celtics. There's gonna be wits versus wits. Playing against Detroit, I agree with Ant and Champ. We needed this because there was some young guys. They was rough and rugged. They tried to play physical with us. We it was a sparring match. That was our pregame. Now this is the big game right here. I don't care about no other playoff round. Knicks versus Boston. Number 2 versus number 3. This is it. If we if we could beat the Boston Celtics in 7, I promise you, we're gonna go to the championship and win it. And the reason why I feel like that, I'm watching this Clippers
Doing the
and Denver game.
Malik
Watch a
shimmy.
lot of sloppiness. Boston's like so smart, and they play matter of fact, and they're a complete team. If we could beat that team, which we will, the Knicks going to win their first championship in 51 years. And
Hello.
listen, if I got the wife is asleep, I gotta pay a little rent, spend a little rent money on a final ticket. I just gotta do it. Okay, I just gotta do
I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you ever. Champ, talk to me, man. Talk to me about this next series. What do you project? What are you seeing? Um, yeah, obviously we know the
I'm,
Celtics got some injuries, but
mm,
they got
I'm
it.
seeing I'm
Yeah,
seeing the double big lineup working more than people know. Boston is a 5 out team, but the double big lineup really can help a lot. Like when we play last play Boston in the regular series, we threw Mitch in there and they ain't know what to do with him. Like they was literally tripping them. Like I see just Tatum come on and try to guard him with the likes of other players. Like cause the challenge top was over. Mm.
it. What is it, champ?
I said Conte Towns towers over them.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Who's real quick? Who's injured on a squad? I'm trying to remember.
Jalen, Jalen's not 100. Drew's not 100, and
Yeah.
that's about
Porzingis.
it. Porzingis, he's okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Jalen and Drew's not 100.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I hate to sound like that guy, but we got to attack their injuries, whatever it is. It's just basketball.
Yeah. I did just do that. I mean, we did it like a little bit with Struder tonight, but we just went away from him.
Yeah,
To end,
B.
I'm gonna. I was gonna say to end. I'm gonna end with. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. That's one thing I do learn. I'm not gonna have any expectations. I do feel the Knicks are gonna win. How? When? I don't know. We gonna find out. We gonna see. We gonna find out. Knicks though. Knicks win this series and we shock the world. I think narratives were a big thing this whole entire. That's what we fought. If anything, we fought narratives more than anything this season. And one of the major narratives that we can't be contenders. Um, I'm excited to show the world that we can do exactly that and become one.
I feel you. Orange and blue skies. Knicks and 5.
As long as Jalen's
Uh,
alive. As long as Jalen's alive.
6 and 5, baby. You already know what it is. The next world, and we already talked to you actually, didn't we? Yeah, we
We did.
talked to you. So, Champ, we talked to you. We closing up the
Hmm.
show.
You got to close it out.
Yeah, close it
We
out.
closing up the show. Listen, man.
When do we play Boston? Speaking of, now that we have our matchup,
Monday.
yeah, when do we
Monday,
play these
Monday,
Monday.
Monday.
boys?
Monday.
Boston on
Monday.
Monday.
Oh, so we got a nice little break. Okay.
Yeah,
We
four
not
days
break because we
or
gonna have
3.
Taylor on, and that's you already know what that's gonna be. That's gonna have to be. That's gonna have to be Champ and I think again
With Adam.
with Adam.
I'm game. Let's just let's set it up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know the time so I could
Let's push
Sir.
for
set
let's push
things up.
let's
But
push for
yeah,
Sir.
yeah. Let's link up and see what we could do with Adam.
So
Mhm.
hopefully by the time you're watching this, you're anticipating that next show. It's a Knicks world. The Knicks are on to the second round. Before we go,
We knew that already, though. Let's
Rels, B, Ant, Champ, tell the good people where they could find your work, the way they could support you. Rels,
Yeah, man. You know, right on X, King Easy, you know, Rels, Young Guru 82 on IG. Follow us here at Knicks World. Thank you for your support. Keep watching these videos. Share, like, send to your coworkers, send to your grandmother, send to everybody
word,
at your church or where you do your
word,
praise at. Share, 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 because this help us. We're gonna continue to get better. Yo, we're going to the second round. It might sound crazy. Orange and blue skies. Knicks are 5.
You bugging, man.
Hello.
he
I'm
bug,
bugging, but
bug,
they forgive me.
It
We
don't.
won tonight.
Hey, Rels, geniuses only sound crazy until it happens. So don't worry about it. I'm with you, kid.
All right.
Sporty Spice, though, y'all know me. Sporty, SPICCE.
hey,
Instagram and Twitter, baby.
we love you. We love you. We love you're just you sweetest. Hey, my guy. Oh dang, I just removed Ant from the show.
You move on Jalen Brunson, because that was Jalen Brunson
All
in the
right,
clutch
all
there.
right.
That was Jalen Brunson in the cut
Why did I
there.
Listen,
Ant from the
this is
show and
this
instead
is
of
Jalen Brunson Dark, y'all.
hold on.
There you go.
Hold
There
on.
you go. When we need him, there he is. Then when we need Jalen, there he
There he,
is. Always there.
there he goes.
Hey, man. I'm taking. We taking ankles out here. We taking souls out here.
Right?
Knicks Jedi on Twitter and Instagram.
Woo!
You can find me at the throne of NY. You heard?
That's a
Hey,
fact. That's a
hey,
fact.
hey.
That's a fact.
If you're not following Knicks Jedi, I don't know what y'all doing, man. I really don't know what y'all
One of the
doing.
littest people on there.
If I could take a moment, hold on, I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna take a moment to just flowers to Knicks Jedi, right? Because this man is providing you with some of the best Knicks content,
Memes, yes.
like beam wise, like he's up there. And if he's not on your list yet, go ahead and follow him because somebody else is going to be telling you about him, and then you're going to be like, "Huh, what?"
You probably
But
already
oh yeah, I already
reposted
know
him and
about.
didn't even know it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I already know about. Yeah, I already know about. Champ, talk to us, man.
You can find
Get us up out of here.
you can find me at Flyman Jones on Twitter. I'm saying, hit me up, link me. You feel me?
Because we outside, not in. We
And he be outside.
outside.
He be at
Hey,
Starbucks.
champ,
He be everywhere.
In the clutch.
that's all you feel, man. That's all you're going to give me right now.
Yeah, he
Yes.
said Knicks in 5.
Cause it's 12:30 in the morning. Yes, the hell I am gonna give you this.
You the
Champ,
hall monitor. You be up. Don't worry about
champ,
I'm now a monitor.
champ,
it.
champ,
Nixon what?
Yo,
Nixon what? Say it.
champ,
Don't say it.
Knicks
Say
in what?
it.
Nixon. I'm thinking, I'm
champ,
thinking, I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
champ.
Say it.
Nixon 7. That's Boston. We can't do
You,
7. Okay.
Okay.
thank you for
He
following
means
the
5.
rules, sir.
I said Nixon 7.
Christ, Christ, this guy, man. See what I gotta deal with this guy, champ.
It's always champ.
B, we got you. Yeah, it's your man Stan. As always, follow the next world at Twitter or X, whatever you'd like to call it. If you're an old person or you're a young person, you call it whatever. I
YNs.
don't know. But
Why?
yeah, we get next round. It'll be round two. We're gonna be talking our um I don't know who we gonna have on that next show. I might have to get
It'll
Charlie
be a
Ward.
surprise.
They're gonna have to tune in to find out. That's what they're
I'm
gonna
not
have to
gonna.
Tune
do.
in.
I mean, it could be James. We gotta check the vibes now.
Might have to call Charlie Ward up.
It
What
could
y'all
be
think?
Chris. We
What y'all
could.
think about? What y'all
Oh,
think
what are
about?
the? Nick Goat, Charlie Ward.
Somebody call Giannis. Now let me stop. Don't start that. Don't start that.
Don't start that. You're the one starting it. How you got a
Let's
scarf
not
on?
start. Let's stay on this beautiful cloud that
Let's
we
end
on,
it right
guys.
now.
Oh, you be gaslighting.
Should be
Hey,
gaslighting.
I'm out of here.
look
I'm
at y'all
out of
next
here.
show.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, take that scarf. Take that scarf off.